Hey everyone, welcome back to Elevate English Podcast, where we turn hesitation into confidence, one step at a time. I'm Mia.
And I'm Eric. Today we're tackling a challenge every learner faces. You know the words, you know the grammar, but when it's time to speak, your brain goes blank.
Maybe you freeze when someone asks, "How was your weekend?" Or you overthink every sentence, translating in your head, and end up saying nothing.
If that sounds familiar, you're not alone, and today we've got your back. We'll dive into why this happens and share 10 practical techniques that train your brain to respond faster in English.
No more memorizing endless grammar rules. No more pressure to be perfect. Just simple, powerful exercises you can do right now.
By the end of this episode, you'll have a clear plan to form sentences on the spot and feel good doing it.
Ready to unlock real speaking fluency? Let's dive in. Before we jump into solutions, let's understand the problem. Why do so many learners hesitate or freeze when speaking English?
First, there's overthinking. You know the words, but you worry about grammar, word order, or getting the perfect phrasing.
Right, and that mental wrestling wastes time. By the time you choose one word, the moment's gone.
Second, many learners translate from their native language before speaking. That extra step slows you down, and sometimes the sentence never comes out at all.
Third, there's a confidence gap. Without regular practice, your brain hasn't built the muscle memory to form sentences naturally.
So hesitation, translation, and lack of practice create a loop. You freeze, you avoid speaking, you don't practice, and fluency stays out of reach.
But don't worry. Once you know what's blocking you, you can use targeted techniques to break free.
Alright, grab a pen. These are 10 hands-on techniques you can start using right now to speed up your English sentence formation.
Begin with the basics. Use short, familiar patterns like subject plus verb plus object. I like coffee. Subject plus verb plus adjective. She is happy. Avoid complex clauses until these foundations feel automatic.
Drill 3. Go to structures daily. She reads a book. The coffee is hot. He walks to the store. Repeat each one 10 times, then swap out nouns and verbs for quick variation.
Shadowing means listening to a native speaker and speaking alongside them, matching their rhythm, tone, and speed. Pick a short audio clip. Play and speak with the speaker, not after. Do this for 5 minutes to train your brain and mouth simultaneously.
Simulate real conversations by using Q&A drills. Ask yourself a question. What do you usually eat for dinner? Immediately answer, I usually eat rice and vegetables. This trains you to think and respond quickly.
Set a 1-minute timer, choose a word, say dog, and form as many sentences as you can. The dog is barking. I saw a black dog. Dogs are loyal. Pressure helps your brain learn speed.
Learn and internalize everyday phrases like, how are you? That sounds good. Can you help me? These ready-made chunks reduce the need to build from scratch.
Look around and narrate your environment. There's a cup of coffee. The window is open. Link words to reality. Your brain loves that connection.
Force yourself to think directly in English. When you see a cat, think cat, not your native word. This cuts the extra mental step.
Tell short, simple stories in 2 to 4 sentences. I went to the park. I saw a dog. It was running fast. This links sentences and practices past tense flow.
Even though we focus on solo practice, real interaction is vital. Chat with friends. Join online language exchanges. Use apps for live conversation. Real feedback accelerates progress.
Pick 3 techniques from this list and try them today. Consistency is what makes these methods stick. Let's talk about what happens when you use these techniques regularly. Reduce hesitation. You'll stop pausing and start speaking because your brain has a clear path. Natural speed. Frequent Q&A drills and the timer trick help you think in English, not translate, so sentences flow more quickly. Stronger muscle memory. Repetition, shadowing, pattern practice, describing your world, trains your mouth and brain to work together. Improved pronunciation and rhythm. Shadowing native audio and memorizing common phrases tunes your ear to natural intonation. Increased confidence. When you know you can form sentences on the spot, speaking anxiety drops dramatically. Mental flexibility. Storytelling and what you see. Exercises teach you to use different words to express the same idea. No getting stuck hunting for one perfect word. Real-world readiness. Practicing with others on language exchanges brings your solo skills into live conversation smoothly.
In short, these techniques train your brain to respond, not just recall. Over time, speaking English becomes a reflex, not a project.
Before we wrap up, let's cover pitfalls that can slow your progress. Using complex sentences too early. Trying to sound academic before basic fluency leads to more confusion and hesitation. Neglecting sentence patterns. Skipping the core drills means your brain isn't building reliable sentence templates. Ignoring rhythm and intonation. Shadowing isn't just about words, it's about how those words flow together. Over-focusing on perfection. Spending too much time polishing one sentence stalls your overall progress. Relying on translation. Mental translation adds an extra step. Train your brain to think directly in English. Overloading yourself. Trying all 10 techniques at once is overwhelming. Pick a few and deepen your practice. Practicing only solo. While solo drills are powerful, you need real interaction to cement your skills.
Here's how to turn these techniques into a habit. Choose 2 to 3 exercises from today's list and stick with them for a week.
Practice 10 to 15 minutes daily. Consistency beats marathon sessions. Set small weekly goals like use the timer technique 3 times this week or tell one short story each day.
Combine solo and social, do shadows in the morning, chat with a partner in the evening. Track your wins, write down each day you practice and what went well.
Vocabulary recap. Overthinking. Thinking too much, causing hesitation. Overthinking my answer made me freeze. Translate mentally. Converting thoughts from your native language into English before speaking. I stopped translating mentally and thought in English. Muscle memory. Automatic recall of a skill through repetition. Shadowing builds muscle memory in your mouth. Shadowing. Repeating speech alongside a native speaker. I practice shadowing a podcast to improve rhythm. Q&A drills. Simulated question and answer practice. Daily Q&A drills sharpen my responses. Timer technique. Timed exercise to create sentences under pressure. I use the timer technique with the word dog. Common phrases. Ready-made expressions for everyday use. Can you help me? Is a useful common phrase. Storytelling. Telling short, structured narratives. Storytelling helped me link sentences smoothly. Solo practice. Practicing speaking alone without a partner. Solo practice builds confidence in private. Repetition. Repeating exercises regularly to reinforce learning. Repetition is key to making patterns automatic. Consistency. Regular, steady practice over time. Consistency beats intensity in language learning. Fluency. Smooth, natural ability to speak without pausing. My fluency improved after daily practice. Ready for a quick challenge? Grab a timer, set it for 1 minute, and pick a random word. Book, dog, whatever. Create as many sentences as you can in that minute. Then share your experience in the comments with the word fluency.
Also, try shadowing any 5-minute podcast clip today.
Match the speaker's pace and feeling. Notice how your brain starts to keep up.
Remember, repetition plus consistency equals fluency.
You've got everything you need to train your brain to respond faster, no more blanks, just fluid sentences. Comment your biggest takeaway or challenge with solo speaking. If you practiced the 1-minute challenge, type fluency below.
Like, subscribe, and share to help other learners break through their own silence.
Thank you for joining us on Elevate English Podcast. Keep practicing and keep speaking. See you in the next episode.